Hello, welcome to the stream guys. क्या हाल है bro? Wow, CV पिलो लाते हैं. Brahim Diaz. Offside. Offside. Hey. If the winner, like, subscribe. Oh, what a shot! That was a great cross. Yes, it's him again. Guys, hope you now, like, subscribe. Hello, Mart Muske, welcome to the stream. One 166. Skip करो रे. लेजेंड में कितना दे रहा है? 1,20,000. लेजेंड खेले क्या? I am yes Turkish. Oh, you are from Turkey. Oh, round of 16. अगर इधर if I fail to win, then wow, nice. I'm from India, bro.
The lows, the stresses, the strains, and as they prepare to cross swords all over again, we remind
Where are you from?
ourselves
I'm
of
from India.
that magic of the game. This is what it does to you. It brings you back no matter what. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Why said hi. Hello, hello, Mart. Mic
And
mute तो नहीं
he's
है.
straight offside.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Yep.
Bruno makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, goalkeepers usually make the headlines for
Aye.
spectacular saves, Peter, and this fella's certainly capable of all that. But I think his main influence will be a little less obvious. By communicating with his defence and offering leadership at the back, he spreads a calmness and stability throughout the team. You have to have that relationship with your defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, he's played it in low. And the counter is on.
What the fuck?
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
It's gone out for a
দাদা
throw in.
ডিভিশনের কি খবর? ডিভিশন তো ডিভিশন 3 তে উঠার পুশই করিনি,
Somewhat
এত
off
স্ক্রিপ্ট
target.
হচ্ছে।
Now that looks a decent ball. It's come to
জানি না
nothing.
এখন কি হয়েছে।
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, the ball's gone astray. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz. The pressing's
bhai,
intense
touch.
and it's paid off. Oh, the movement is
color
slick,
touch
the
de raha ho
speed
gaya.
is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Nice physical challenge. Oh, good spread. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he shoots! Goal! Morocco!
Are you going to play the match with your friend? No, no, no.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Brahim Diaz. Oh my God.
Morocco have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Out for a throw.
Morocco really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Mazraoui. Back towards the middle. Showing good feet.
What the hell?
A real chance and a real let-off.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
There will be 1 minute.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Morocco head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we are back underway. Morocco carrying a 1-goal lead. Deftly away.
Request. Okay, I will add
And
you after the
reclaimed it
stream.
in a trice. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Played back in. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Unahi, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the...
And the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Morocco with the corner, they're first. Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Aguirre. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Morocco leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's picked his way through. Hakimi fires it in low.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's having a go! It's anyone's ball now. So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Morocco are looking to go forward now. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, can he get onto this?
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Knocks it into space. Aguirre kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Pretty robust defending.
Taken back almost at once.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Distributed tidily. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really
Nice.
well.
And that will be the final act. Morocco advance. More stern
Please
tests
turn your
await, no
attention
doubt.
to the screen for information provided.
क्वार्टर फाइनल इसके बाद सेमीफाइनल व्हाट द हेल मतलब अभी भी 1 2 3 मैच जीतना पड़ेगा we have to win 3 matches all right $182 $189 as if you are new then like subscribe
Well, surely most would agree that we are in what is very
Hello,
much the
everybody,
business
and
end of the
welcome to
competition
today's
now.
match.
Just 3 more rounds to go,
Against
and
Morocco.
it is reasonable to believe that they have as good a chance as anyone does. That is the overriding sense here. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, there is a perceptibly greater sense of urgency from both sides here, with a place in the last 4 on the line.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. it is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from the crowd. They genuinely think, or certainly the feel is, that they'll get to see the game of the tournament.
And already we're underway here. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, shooting chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Gets a good foot in there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. The ball has bounced loose now. Morocco are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Tolo. En-Nesyri gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, I can see him becoming the focal point of this attack, Peter. He demands the ball at all times because he has the
Position
confidence
game
and the
खेल रहा है
belief
ये.
to make something happen. That's obviously why the manager's brought him in after all.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
What the hell,
That is
brother?
good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a key interception. Some really good ball movement. And he's taking no chances there. Cameroon looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard level they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And this is Ziyech.
Wow.
And it's Ziyech. Threads one, it shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Anguissa. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Hakimi does really well to win the ball there. And that's put paid to a promising move. And this is Abubakar. Takes a shot! Played out to the left flank. Strong running down that left flank. That is a great pick out. Ziyech has it out wide and in space. Quick look, then plays it in. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment.
Please
So
be
we
made
reached the
aware
halfway
that
point,
smoking is
and
only
neither side
permitted
have
in
yet been able to
designated
force the
areas
issue.
within these
It's
grounds.
0-0. And the second half gets underway. So the first half brought no goals. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And the pass is intercepted.
What the hell, bro?
Good run down the right.
Legend.
Wu cuts out the pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Brahim Diaz tries making a foray down the right, and he welcomes it in. Brilliantly cut out, and he's hit it long. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
This might spell danger. A probing pass. And that has been knocked clear. Anguissa. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature
Arey
of this contest,
India.
but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Now it's a Boubacar. Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. Nicked it back promptly. Wu opts for safety. Now it's Nkudu. He has found the way through. Big chance! Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Morocco could not have chosen a worse moment. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Substitution.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, good ball! There's the shot! We've got a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
Ford was
The angle
bad.
unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
4 added
Well,
minutes
those
has been
players
indicated.
out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which all goes well if this...
Can he finish?
Wow, bhai, what?
Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Wow.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that will be it.
It's a
Out at the quarterfinals, and as hopes quietly rose,
camera
so
nacha
now
feel
they
like camera. Oh नहीं तरी खेलना वो फोन चार्ज हो गया लगता है
Well, surely most would agree that we are in what
Hello,
is very
everybody,
much the
and
business
welcome
end
to
of the
today's
competition
match.
now. Just 3
Cameroon
more rounds to go,
against Morocco.
and it is reasonable to believe that they have as good a chance as anyone does. That is the overriding sense here. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and character to make it happen? These are the questions that both of these sides have to answer today, and one side will obviously do it that bit better.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Nicely shaped cross. Now it's Brahim Diaz. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And it's made its way to him. They've played it short, and it's Nkudu.
That's good play from him.
He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for options for movement. That's been intercepted. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Abubakar. It's a promising position. Ball driven towards the far post. And the shot! There it is! Abubakar duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Unahi. And he's there to retrieve it. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Abubakar. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Tolo. Anguissa. Zambo Anguissa. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Cameroon clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
5 defense to खेल रहे
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been very flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Adley.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Abubakar touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Tolo. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's on Gisa. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Great ball if he can get there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
That's a good foot in there.
They've been
Yeah,
denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the
साला
passing
लेजेंड में तो
department.
पूरा
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
ये देख
Teammates
जब
are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Can he get it through? And that's a simple one for the keeper.
एरियल बॉल नहीं मार पा रहा है, एक हेडिंग नहीं दे रहा है.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. Cameroon clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. There's a quick free kick. And here's En-Nesyri. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
हल्का अगर टच लग रहा है फाउल दे रहा है ये.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Anguissa driving forward. Can he latch on to this? He is through here. That looks a good cross. Cameroon claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Cameroon can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit.
ये देख
Amrabat does really well to win the ball there. So this is it.
There will
We're
be
on the
1
verge
minute
of witnessing a
added time.
major shock. And time is up. Morocco can only look back
बहुत
with
फास्ट
regret
खेल
now
रहा है
as
ये.
to
मेरे
what
को
might have been.
फॉर्मेशन चेंज करना पड़ेगा. फॉर्मेशन नहीं होगा. नेशनलिटी अफ्रीका.
Well, surely most would agree that we are in what is very much the business end of the competition now. Just 3 more rounds to go, and it is reasonable to believe that they have as good a chance as anyone does. That is the overriding sense here. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, there is a perceptibly greater sense of urgency from both sides here, with a place in the last 4 on the line.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think that...
In the city! Goal! Morocco! First blood drawn. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Number 19,
Marvelous score.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Now it's Abubakar. Looking for options for movement. There's the shot! He's cut it out. So just one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's a sharp little ball here. Played in by Ziyech. Wu deals with that comfortably. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Spread neatly. Out of play for a throw. Hakimi made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Abubakar, it's Abubakar! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just...
goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Can he spark a counter here? Great vision. That's been
ये
cut
पास
out,
मेरा
well
कभी
played.
नहीं जाता है.
Tolo. Knocks it into space. That pass just didn't quite work. Messina. Ziyech. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Unahi. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Abubakar. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Now, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
for Cameroon.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Tries to play it through. Great chance! Ziyech. Adli, who's set up 1 goal so far. Not the most convincing of passes. He won't be happy with that one.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Aguirre. Now Mazraoui. He's shifting through, and the shot! It's bounced back off the post. A really
Post पे
close
लग रहा है,
shave,
बता.
and the last action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
That today's match day
It's been a
programs are
decent
available
45
from
minutes.
stands
Competitive,
located by
certainly,
the gates.
and a goal
I'm
each.
sure they will make fine souvenirs. Substitutions taking place.
And so we're off again. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Ongisa, played out to the left flank. Nkudu, he's picked his way through. Morocco different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Ziyech. Adli. Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped ball.
ये देख ये पास
Ongisa. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Morocco perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Ziyech being hunted in packs.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
He's got away. Morocco can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Adli. Oh, nicely
अरे
intercepted.
भाई क्या भाई
Almost
ये हर बॉल
75
का
minutes
ऐसे
on the
भाई
clock now. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a lovely, neat pass. Threads one in.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi. Defending of the desperate variety. Little pass back. So not long left in this now. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. Hakimi. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Zambo Anguissa, he's onside. That's 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. Well, we are already up and running again. Nkudu receives it in a wide position. Elects to cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, who's going to be first to this? Shapes to shoot! And
अभी
somehow he
टैकल हो
managed
जाता
to miss
रे
it.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
And it's been taken short. Nkudu proves just a little bit too strong.
ये foul.
Cameroon have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Climbs up big! And another try! Now, that's another chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He can run onto that. Lovely feet. And he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright.
भाई मेरे साथ इतनी भाई पोस्ट पे लग रहा है हर बॉल.
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it. And now for the final act. Nkudu. And the shot!
भाई मैं मार रहा हूँ पोस्ट पे लग रहा है ये मार रहा है गोल पे.
Cameroon go into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Morocco are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Adli.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that's it. A shrug, a sigh all round. Accusatory
मैं
stares.
मार रहा हूँ गोल पे नहीं पोस्ट पे लग रहा है. वो मार रहा है. यही खेल रहे हैं वो भी सही है. जो भी नहीं like subscribe 370 हो ही जाए आज.
Well, surely most would agree that we are in what is very much the business end of the competition now. Just 3 more rounds to go, and it is reasonable to believe that they have as good a chance as anyone does. That is the overriding sense here. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. It is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from the crowd. They genuinely think, or certainly the feel is, that they'll get to see the game of the tournament.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
रेड कर दे और क्या.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Amrabat did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. nicely aimed pass. Ziyech. He's picked his way through. Morocco claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. And we have our very first corner. Ziyech goes short. With Ziyech. Crosses it in. Anguissa attempts a clearance. Well, there's the clearance. A good play on the left-hand side here.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's got away. Oh, well played, well played. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's intervened well there. He won't be happy with that one. Unahi. Knocks it out wide. Back they go.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Played out to the right. It's played through for him. Morocco, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And he's managed to get free. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And he could not have picked a worse time to give one away.
अच्छा खेलने लगे भाई.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Aguirre has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
Morocco certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Looking for options for movement. It's a promising position.
वाह भाई वाह. ठीक है. भाई लेजेंड हो गया, कुछ भी करेगा ये.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball. And splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And yes, it's him again.
कुछ भी हो रहा है भाई गेम में. साला इससे अच्छा टॉप प्लेयर में खेल लेता. ये लोग कब से भाई इतने अच्छे खेल रहे हैं.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment. Go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Yeah, he's fouled him. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Ashraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Great vision. Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Amrabat. And Aguirre. Ziyech. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Amrabat.
अरे
And
इसको
that is a little undercooked. He's found a way past. That's a good ball out wide. Ziyech. Driving on and making good progress. Anguissa did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nkudu touches it back. And that has left him in a heap. Cameroon have a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Substitution in progress.
Now it's Nkudu. Looking for a runner. Floated through. And he's onside. And the shot! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Morocco have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. It's a really well-measured ball. And he's picked it up out wide. He gets big!
क्या भाई क्या देख हेड दे रहा है चाप दे 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 दे
No time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
मेरे को एक गोल देने से भाई इतना
Lovely
टाइम
header,
लग
but
जाता है
really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Hakimi has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. That's a big chance!
ये देख
And he hits the net!
क्या बोलूं भाई
They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received
किधर
it
दे रहा हूँ
delightfully
किधर जा रहा है
and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful.
Takes a shot! It's in!
भाई कुछ भी भाई
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Simplicity itself. And that's it.
कुछ भी खेल रहा है भाई ये लोग सब ने हक दिया।
Well, the first day of any competition is special for everybody.
Hello, everybody,
A real
welcome
red
to
letter
today's
day for
match.
everybody that is here, and all of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I do hope you are comfortably strapped in for the ride, because we are certain that this is going to be an irresistible, emotional roller coaster for everybody involved. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Brahim Diaz! And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Brahim Diaz, Peter, is a good example of the best of Spanish and the best of Africa. He's quick, he's agile, he's very good at taking the ball on the turn in tight spaces. He definitely has that element of the street footballer in him.
Shot a goal!
Wow.
Oh, wonderful! What a goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Great skill, that's nice. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played, well played. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Morocco really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a sharp pass. Now there's a fine ball. Chance! Yes, it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time.
His shooting!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning.
Can he finish? Goal! Morocco! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Morocco take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Goes long and straight. Well played. That has
There will be
snuffed
3
out the
minutes
danger.
added time.
Good running, strong and purposeful. He's gone for goal! Oh, he's hit the bar!
वाह ये
Well,
पोस्ट
the contact was true
पोस्ट
enough.
छोड़ेगा
The
नहीं
aim
था
wasn't
यार
quite.
चल
Well, it
लगा
was a confident attempt and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Morocco come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm
And a
just
quick
thinking
reminder
of
today
the best
that
way to
parking in the
describe
area
that.
around the stadium
Frantic,
is strictly forbidden.
frenzied,
Please use parking
it
provided
was
by the club
unmissable
or
and
any
it
other
was
paid parking
irresistible.
facilities in the
Forget
area.
about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Morocco are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we are already promptly back underway. Ben Seguir. This looks promising. And the finish!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Back towards the middle. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Ziyech. Ziyech. Now that is tiny. And Ziyech! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Aguirre gets across to intercept that. And he's picked it up out wide. He's picked his way through. And he's cut it out. And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about. Brahim Diaz! Oh, another save. Ziyech. And the shot's on here. Lovely feet. Decent chance!
मतलब पोस्ट भी लग रहा है भाई दो मारा दो
Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And that little bit of skill has got... He's tried one! Morocco with the corner, they're first. He gets big! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Morocco go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. tries to play it through. He's had a fair
ये देख
tumble
कितने
under
बार
that challenge.
ड्राइव किया भाई.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Floated through. Gets into some space. Amrabat
There will
cuts
be
out the
3
pass.
minutes added time.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Amrabat kept it up. So that's it. It is all over. Victory in round one. Still, of course, a lot to do, but it is one huge... Well, the atmosphere is building up very, very nicely to what would undoubtedly be yet another high-caliber conflict. The sort you have to expect at this stage of a great competition. The atmosphere is electric and the noise ear-splitting. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So this is where we're up to in the quarter-finals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
All the 8 sides still left here are perfectly entitled to think they have a good shot at this, Peter. It is quite an atmosphere here, and that's clearly raised the bar in terms of expectations from the crowd. They genuinely think, or certainly the feel is, that they'll get to see the game of the tournament.
We have already started here. Just eases him off the ball. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Now it's on Gisa.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders pop.
Up he goes!
Okay.
And it's a goal! And it's Cameroon who take the lead. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Cameroon have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
This looks promising. He's beaten the last man. Chance, surely! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Unahi. Decent chance! Dispatched clinically. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Cameroon looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Picked out brilliantly. Big chance! Goal! Morocco! And the comeback is complete. Piercing
Top
and
left
with
corner.
pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Morocco take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Driving forward. Zambo Anguissa. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's had a crack. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Decent progress down the left. He's a sharp little ball here. Unahi. Chance for a shot! In he goes again! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Right place, right time. And there's the end of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Now it's En-Nesyri. Lovely feet. Can he finish?
Oh, nice save.
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Nkudu. Nkudu. He has found a way through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nice control. Mazraoui. Unahi. He's had a shot! Keeper's not
Guys, you know, like,
that.
subscribe.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
That's been cut out, well played. More and more pressure on the ball here. And here's Abubakar.
Vincent Abubakar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
less sense.
And it's Nkudu. Taken off it pretty forcefully. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And no, that was never going to make it. Driving on and making good progress. Unahi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Unahi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Adli, En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri!
अरे भाई,
He should have put that one away.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Anguissa. Now it's Nkudu. Now it's Nkudu. Ziyech.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Abubakar. Ziyech. Now it's Abubakar. Stood up well to him
2
there.
added minutes has been
Now it's
indicated.
En-Nesyri. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
torsen mig in i
Wu. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.
Hello everybody, and
Morocco
please join me
are
in wishing a
believing
happy
now.
wedding-
बाद में खेलूंगा भाई ये खेल ही लेते हैं वो लोग
So just one more hurdle
Hello,
before the
everybody,
ultimate
and welcome
final
to
where
today's
everybody
match.
wants to be, and the
Morocco
atmosphere is
against
truly
Algeria.
sizzling. Expectations high, volume
Excuse
high,
me for
tension
that.
high, but most importantly of all,
What is
the
this
stakes
behavior?
very, very high. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is extraordinary to think we've already reached this stage. Just this game, and then the final.
A game some may argue with justification as being harder than the final itself, Peter. I can certainly attest to that from my own experience. While you do everything to tell yourself you shouldn't get too ahead of things, it's actually harder than it seems. But it's looking like a terrific occasion here. Let's just hope we have a game to match all of this wonderful expectation.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. That pass has been well intercepted. Benrahma is onto this. Looks a good ball through. And this is Mahrez. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Quarter of an hour played. Morocco still without a single shot on target. Ziyech! Fantastic from Ziyech! A finish of true class! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter!
After 19 minutes
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we now like, subscribe.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And here's Guiri. Benrahma. Guiri. And he shoots! There's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Aouar. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Threads one in. Guiri! And he's there to make the block.
Nice block, nice block. इस काउंटर अटैक में जाना है.
Mahrez goes short. Benrahma's cross. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. 5 minutes till the break. Boudaoui. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot could be... Shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nouri. Now it's Guiri. He shifted it to the flank. Guiri. Guiri is flagged offside.
Oof.
And the semi-final reaches halfway. So it's all squared. Neither side
इसके बाद
has
एक
been able
और
to make
मैच
a telling
खेलना है।
difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So the end of the first half in the semi-final. Morocco are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And the game has already resumed here. Nicely aimed pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Diaz. Brahim Diaz, spread it left. And Hakimi. Caught offside that time. Bensebaini. Nouri. Mahrez. Algeria have a free kick. He is through here. Unahi. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And here's Guiri. He's having a go.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The ball has bounced loose now. And it's Mahrez. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's had a shot!
Yes,
That is certainly not what he had in
না
mind.
এটা ছিল আমার
I
কাছে
can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get... Decent chance! Goal! Morocco! And they've got their lead back. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Number 20.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Aouar. Can he get it through? Now it's Aouar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Guiri. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Team CS.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Benacer. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nice bit of... Oh, what has happened here?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There will be 3 minutes.
अरे रन ने भाई.
Imaginative pass. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Benrahma. And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Guiri. And that's it. Morocco have booked their place in the final. A grand occasion which they must...
Morocco and Senegal final. Wow. India's.
So this is the one we've all been waiting for. The crowd embracing the ultimate game in the competition. The ultimate date with destiny for their teams, as one of the game's most sought-after pieces of silverware is within their reach. No shortage of glitz or glamour, and fitting that the final chapter to what has been a great footballing saga should feel as it does here. Let us be treated to a grand finale. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Real chance! Goal! Senegal! They have their precious lead and he is loving it. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Morocco with the corner, they're first.
हाय गलत हो गया.
It's a mighty effort! And that has been cleared. Senegal are looking to go forward now. Brahim Diaz. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's tried one! Brahim Diaz! That's brilliant! A finish right from the top drawer. Not so easy, not so easy, they say. We are right back on level terms again. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Quick look, then plays it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. But that has not gone well. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. Chance, surely! Goal! Morocco! A game of thrills, a game of drama. It is the final we all so wanted. Simplicity itself.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
Decent chance! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Guys, do we now like, subscribe?
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager
भाई
will be
तू
absolutely
गोल
thrilled
पोचार
to
हो
see
के
his
भाई
team
इधर क्या
clicking in every department.
Morocco
पीछे खड़ा हुआ
have
है
hit
ये
a quick-fire double here and are firmly in control at 3-1. Short changes him with that pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Ziyech!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Ndiaye. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Ziyech. Ndiaye. Idrissa Gueye. Sarr. He is through here. Looking for a runner. And the finish! It's hit the upright. He can get that clear. Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. So, Jim, the halfway point of the final, what are you thinking?
Morocco really need to keep their focus now, Peter. They have the all-important lead, but their opponents are going to come at them with everything they've got in the second half, so they can't afford any switching off.
So it's half-time in the grand finale. Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1.
Offside, brother, offside.
And the game has already resumed here. That's a sharp pass. Great defending, strong and determined. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, and his manager is visibly annoyed with that, and that's one more thought that he didn't want to have to think about. Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Koulibaly. Now it's Jackson. Looking for the run. Thinks about the shot. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further. MSI at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And yes, it's him again. It's starting to look like a done deal now. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely, now then. There's the shot!
Wow.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Morocco got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Aimed beyond the defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
MSI-GEFORCE on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Now it's Sarr, and he's managed to get free. And a chance! He's put it wide.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Amrabat. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Brahim Diaz. And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Pinches it off him. It's a pretty loose pass. He's got away. Oh, that was vital. Well, this is pretty well perfect. After a while, they have ultimately romped it here. It is just now a wait for the final whistle.
Well, it wasn't always the case, but it seems this is a side that can just up the gears whenever they feel the need to.
Now, shot a goal!
Only 2 minutes
And
to
that's
defeat.
past the post.
यार जीत ही गया भाई. 1-5 जा रहा है इसको.
Added minutes has been indicated.
And he's straight offside. Four extra minutes added on. Not the most accurate pass. Koulibaly kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Morocco have done it. This very much a day to savour for them. A team effort yielding another trophy. Some time now for the players to celebrate and let it all sink in before the upcoming ceremony. What a moment this is for all connected with the team. It's a day for pride, a day for glory, another grand chapter to be added to their glittering history.
Volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
डाटा अवेलेबल फॉर डाउनलोड इसलिए भाई स्टेडियम डाटा डाउनलोड कर लेते हैं, क्या ही होगा। भाई मलेशिया के साथ मैच है अभी दिखाई। इतनी खराब परफॉर्मेंस इस वीडियो का क्यों भाई? तो नया लैंग्वेज आया लगता है। भाई ये तो खुला था भाई, obtain truth resolving कैंपेन। ट्राइकर इंस्ट्रिंग बॉल कैरिंग ले जाएगा व्हाट हेडिंग क्या है इसका हेडिंग वेडिंग है कुछ हाइट 180 हेडिंग 80
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Shevchenko
And that gets things running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
That pass has been well intercepted. Well, they've got it again. There's the shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
After 12 minutes is
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, played right into his path. And this is Messi. Now it's Olise. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's loose now. He's had a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Chelsea looking to pass their way through. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely, now then. Shoots! Now, who's going to... That's another chance! It is well... Olise!
इतना बॉडी पे मारेगा भाई.
Wonderful reading of the game, perfect positioning, well played.
And that's a good... Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here.
इतना बॉडी पे मारेगा.
He's got away with one there.
That's great reading of the game and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And we have our very first corner. Mateus gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, he refuses to take the bait. Olise tries making a foray down the right. Rijkaard simply refused to be outdone there.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Now it's Shevchenko. Now that's well seen too. Olise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And back to the goalkeeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Once more, he proves rigid and robust. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Just
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Number 14,
Leading 1-0 at the break.
coming on to replace him.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Poor robust challenge. That's going to go a long way. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's managed to get free. Shevchenko chasing after it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lahm. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nedved has got himself a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, strongly challenged there. And it's Nedved. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He has done it. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Olise को
And he's
चार
only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
डिफेंड
Look,
कर
that's
रहा
one
है
of the
भाई,
first
मार्क
things you
करके
learn,
रखता है.
whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So here comes a substitution.
Number 24.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Number 10. Mbappe.
Costa Curta. Ball's gone out of play. Pass somewhat off target.
Wah.
That is ended up in no man's land. Mbappe. Lam. Oh, that's delightful. And the counter is on. Mateus. And he cuts out the supply. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
A heavy challenge. And he's heaved it away. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Mbappe!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Nedved. Oh, super ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. He's having a shot! That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Eto'o goes for a
ठीक है
shot!
कोई ना.
And he hits the net! And what a climax we have here! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Eto'o demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to...
अबे इसमें जीत रहा हूँ वही से खेलता हूँ भाई यू. Counter target limitation. Player instructed to be counter target. La 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 la.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's there to make the challenge. He's had a shot! And that's definitely not his best. And it's made its way to him. Elise is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And he's... And the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Baresi tries to clear. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nuno Mendes. Xavi Alonso. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Oh, super ball. He is for chance!
क्या भाई उसका वन बार है मेरा क्यों इतना लैग हो रहा है ये देख कुछ भी हो रहा है भाई ऑटोमेटिक भाई बॉल चला जा रहा है उसके पैर से
He's gone for goal. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Knocks it into space. Nuno Mendes.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Nice looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, can he get onto this? Xavi Alonso. And it's Rijkaard. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he's been caught in. Chance! And we have our very first corner. Definitely not one of his best. And now a sudden chance to counter. Costa Curta. Rijkaard does well to get it back. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Adams makes the interception. Looking for the run. Always onto this. And he's managed to get rid. That's a little off target. Oh, what has happened here?
क्या हो रहा है भाई?
Makes it clear. Baresi is there to clear. And he's intervened well there. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Passing is crisp and sharp. Conte. And Messi!
हाँ,
He should have put that one away.
এখন যাচ্ছো?
Cleared a few blushes
এত
here.
তাড়াতাড়ি?
Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
খুলেছে দোকান, তোমরা যে যাচ্ছ এখন? যাও। না পরে ভাবো তুমি।
Climbs up big. Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may
জালে
well
দিয়ে
get
যাও,
another
যাচ্ছে আমি
chance,
জ্বালাবো
you know.
নাহলে।
Raul. Messi. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game
There will be
management
1
from here.
minute added time.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. The whistle is gone, and it is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Hello,
And there's a
attendees.
lot more
This
to
is
read
a
into this game
children's
than just the
announcement.
scoreline.
Please keep your eyes on your...